Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video where I ramble. Today's topic is about being a small content creator. Now yes, I am very small. I have 19 subscribers as of this recording and I have 20 videos. And before I get into it, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing. My mindset going into this channel was be grateful and be thankful for every subscriber and every video I post, right? And I've been very grateful. And I also want to thank you for subscribing if you dislike my content or like it. Doesn't matter to me. As long as I'm getting my opinion out there and it's helping me speak better, which is nice. But yeah, okay. One thing I want to talk about is what got me here. Now, I've talked about this before in my past videos, like my first video I've ever made, but let's talk about it. Well, about 6 months ago, I started posting, and for me, I wanted to challenge myself, right? And I learned from that challenge, and that challenge was consistency. I wanted to be consistent, right? And I did. And I learned from doing that is being consistent in anything besides YouTube and maybe, well, being consistent in YouTube, it will help you no matter what. It cannot hurt, right? Being consistent with something is good because you can learn. You learn something new every time, right? Because you're consistent. You're there every day. You show up. You're learning something new. I've learned more about posting and editing and what time to post I've ever known before, right? So when I started this channel, my goal was to post one video per week or every week on Saturdays or Fridays usually. I have been doing Saturdays because I've been lazy, but yeah, that was my challenge, and I did it. I've been doing it for the past 6 months, and it was a big achievement because besides the gym, I haven't really been consistent with anything else. So that's my win in my book. So no matter what, if my channel dies tomorrow, if I get banned, I'll be happy for what I did. And yes, one day my channel will end, but not for the foreseeable future. Probably a good like 20 years from now, hopefully. Well, I know, hopefully. Anyways, so here's my piece of advice for anyone that wants to start their content. Just do it. Just post. You know, other bigger content creators than me say just do it, and this can be applied to anything besides content. This can be applied to anything along with content and anything that you want to do. Being consistent will help you in the long run. Showing up will just help you overall. It can't hurt. Some cases it can, but those are very rare, in my opinion. If you want views quick or fast, go do TikTok, go do Reels, go do YouTube Shorts. But for me, I want to build a audience that, you know, comes back. I want to be another point of view out there, right? Because I know there's a lot of point of view YouTubers that do what I'm doing, and it's been kind of a big influx, right? So, but also part of the reason for me is because I wanted to improve my speaking and improve my opinions and my thought, right? And that's helped. So I am 28 videos in, and I've recently started posting YouTube Shorts, and this to get me out there because I realized that a lot of the people, a lot of my viewers are on Shorts and they have short attention span. So I have to reach them out there, right? Marketing, right? Basics of marketing right there. So I've been starting to do that, and probably move to other platforms here soon. Don't worry, I've got my name locked down on those platforms. So don't try to steal it. If you do, you could, but you're not going to get it. So anyways, my other main goal was for me to speak better. And I have, if you look back on my first video, it was probably not the best. And I was thinking about privating it, but I realized that, you know, it's out there. I think it'll just be better to see my progress, right? Because let's say I'm in the future at the end of 2026, I want to look back and say, wow, that was me a year and a half ago. So, yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah. So, wouldn't say I'm big and famous. And why should you be listening to me, right? That's another topic I want to get into. Well, I've been doing it for 6 months. Now, I'm not like these big YouTube creators like Kai Cenat, Mr. Beast and stuff. They've been doing it. They've been in the game longer than me. And for some of you, if you don't have that, like let's say you want to start a YouTube channel, but you'll be afraid of like getting creator's block or something. I've had that, and I would say go ChatGPT it, but don't. Maybe to get you inspired, right? Because you can go watch other YouTube videos to get inspired to do your own YouTube video. Just try to find a thing that inspires you to create content if you want to start content. Obviously, this can be applied to anything besides content. But yeah. One last bullet point before I start going on my tangent here is that if I go back a year from now and tell myself I'll be doing this, I wouldn't believe myself because I didn't believe I can hold consistent, do something consistent for a while. And here I am, I'm doing that. And I want to say that you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. A lot of content creators that are bigger than me say, if I can do it, you can do it. They're not wrong. They're right. If they can do it, so can you. It's just you have to put in the hours. And I think for me, right, when I heard that when I was a viewer, I was like, put in the hours. Pfft, I don't need to do that. Now some of you might think the same. It's true. You have to put in the hours. Everyone is going down their different path. Someone could, be better at editing than you, but you could be better at telling a story, right? So just putting in the hours. Everyone's path is different. I know I've talked about Sonder before. Sonder, if you don't know, is basically everyone has their own unique and in-depth life outside of this, outside of you seeing into it. So everyone is on their own path to do what they love or to become someone that they're not, right? So I say you can do it. You go down the path. It's going to be a long path. It's going to be longer than somebody else, right? A perfect example would be day trading. Day trading has recently exploded in popularity, and I don't know if it's good or bad, right? But however you take it, however, what do you think of it? That's what you think of it, right? My opinion is not fully formed on that topic yet, but maybe one day I might talk about trading. Who knows? We'll see. So anyways, the trading example here. A lot of people want to get rich quick, right? They think trading is getting rich quick, but then there's another group of people that think getting rich quick is not a thing. You have to put in the hours and work. And then there's people that do get rich quick. Then the first group is like, oh, well, I can easily do that. Now, where am I going with this? I know that was kind of a crazy ramble there. Is that everyone's on their own path, right? Some people are going to learn how to day trade faster than you. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't do it. You still can do it. It's just going to take maybe a year or two longer, right? And there's obviously people that are selling courses out there that have been profitable for years, saying they're like, don't make the same mistakes I did. Well, to me, that's good, right? Learn from other people's mistakes, right? But at the same time, you're going to kind of need to make your own mistakes to learn, because making your own mistakes is kind of it's a more personal learning, right? Because you think of whenever you make a mistake, you probably take it in your own way, you learn from it, and then you move on, right? It's completely different from the next person, right? Yeah, completely different because everyone is unique. Yeah, so this analogy, I guess, can be applied to content creation, right? Let's say there's another creator that gained way more subs than me and in less videos. Well, his editing is probably better, or her editing, whoever we're talking about here. He or she's editing is probably better than me, and they probably had more in-depth topics. They probably are using big scripts, maybe know how to edit better than me, right? And maybe they spent more time editing. Now, what am I trying to get at? I'm trying to get is that they spent way more time on something that I don't spend my time on, right? So I don't spend a lot of time on editing because I would prefer to tell a better story than edit better. I'm starting to realize that you kind of need to edit, you know. It's kind of a silly realization, but it's true. You're needed to edit your videos to look good, to appeal to audiences, just like how movies do it, right? Movies, it takes years and months to edit a full movie, and just for it to either be good or flop, right? So editing really plays into a big sense of small content creation. So, but also with editing, you need to be consistent with editing and learn, right? Obviously, this is not a video about how to edit. You can go search that up by yourself on YouTube because I can't teach you how to edit. You're gonna have to learn your style and how you want to do it. Another advice I can give you is use script, use bullet points. From the past 5 videos I've been using bullet points, it has helped me out a lot better because my brain, it's going from idea to idea. Like you just recently heard from me talk about trading and then content creation. It's kind of scattered, right? But that's part of the rant or the talk I'm doing here. But bullet point your ideas, write a script. It will help you out. Trust me. I went around 20 videos without scripting it and going off the top of my head. That was kind of difficult, but I did it. I would recommend having a few bullet points, like flashcards, right? When you're presenting, you have flashcards that remind you what you're going to talk about, because our brains are very good at rambling on about nonsense, like kind of what I'm doing here in a sense. But yeah, yeah, that's about it. Small content creation. Just start. Be consistent. If you think your niche is not that big, just try it. Just give it a shot. If it doesn't get that many views, if it doesn't blow up right away, don't worry about it. Give it time. Time. YouTube is a marathon. That's what I've heard. YouTube is a marathon, not a race. If you want a race, if you want a quick race, go do TikToks, go do Reels, go do Instagram. That is a race, and more volatile and more up and down. So, yeah, YouTube is a marathon, and I'm in it for the marathon. So, I hope every single one of you has a good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and good morning. And I hope every single one of you can find peace in your lifetime.